Let's learn about another block of block palette today, and it is pen block. Pen block help us to change the color of pen and its size. So let's learn about pen block. First, always start with the event block, and from there when green flag clicked, now I will go to pen block. First block here is pen down, which will keep the pen down of my sprite. That means my sprite will start drawing the lines. Now I will show you how. What I have to do for this, first I will change my sprite for this, children, because I want to show you how it will start drawing. So now I'm changing my sprite. I'm taking a pencil from there. See, this is the pencil I have selected. Now this is my sprite. Okay, now what I'm doing is, this is my sprite. Now when green flag clicked, I'm choosing pen down, and from motion block move 50 steps. Okay, and now I will click on green flag. See, it is drawing a line of 50 steps. See, now we have pen up. Children, pen up will stop drawing the lines. What I have to do, I will use pen up, and then I will again give move 50 steps from the motion block. Now green flag. Now what it is doing, pencil will move 50 steps without drawing a line. Now I am running this whole code. See, now what will happen? First, when green flag clicked, pen down, then it will move 50 steps, means it will draw a line of 50 steps. Then I am making its pen up, and it will not draw a line, and it will move without drawing a line. See, this is my whole code. Now I have clear code. Clear code clears all the drawings from the stage. See, now the lines are not there. This is clear code. Now we have stamp, children. Stamp code, when we click on green flag from the event block, now I am putting or attaching my stamp block from the pen block. See, a duplicate copy of sprite will appear, but this copy is not movable. I cannot move this duplicate copy, but the original one I can move. As in real life, if we put a stamp on paper, we cannot move that stamp. Same way, we cannot move this stamp on the screen also. If you want to clear this duplicate stamp, use clear code again. Suppose if I want to delete this stamp, I will be using my clear code. I will show you how. I will be using clear. Now it is cleared. Now next one is set pen color. Children, this code will help me to change the color of my pen. Means with which color it is drawing a line, I can change its color. Even I have set pen color by 10, means I can change the number or increase the number of color. We have in Scratch programming up to 200 colors. Okay, so from motion block I will use X and Y value to create this code. Now see, first set pen color by 10. Now from motion block I am keeping my X and Y value 0. Now set pen color by 10. What will happen? It will change the color of pen with the increment of 10. See, now it is changing the color of pen. Whenever it will move, it will draw. What will happen? The color of the pen will be changed. Because with each move, it is having different color, means it is adding 10 power in the previous color. See. See, all different colors are there because I have set the color increment with 10. So in each and every line it is changing the color because it is adding 10 value to that. Another option we have change pen shade by 10. We can change the shade also of the pen with the increment of 10. It will make the pen shade less, means the shade of the pen will become lighter. See, whenever I will draw a line, the shade of the pen will become lighter. See. We have changed pen size by 1. If you want to increase the thickness of your pen, so you can use this, you can set this, change pen size by 50. I am doing here. Now the line that I will draw, it will be thicker. There will be increment of 50. You can see on the screen, I will show you. See, now the size of the pen will be thicker. I am changing size of the pen. Set pen size is also there, which will help me to change the pen size individually. Now I will run this code. See, it will move. You see, this is 50 thickness. This is the thickness of my pen. It is increased by 50 steps. And set pen size help us to set the pen size individually, means you can set the pen size as you need, as the number you can change according to yourself. So this was your pen block. Now we will move to another block, that is our operators block, children. Operators block basically help us to connect with mathematical concepts in Scratch programming. Means we use operators block in Scratch programming to connect with mathematical concepts. Children, in operators blocks, we have 3 types of operators, that are arithmetical, logical and relational. Arithmetic means mathematical, logical means we can check whether the condition is true or false, and relational means greater than, less than, equal to. These type of conditions can be checked using this operators. This is operator block. It is green in color, and here we have all arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. We have less than, greater than, equal to, and even we have and or not. When we add two numbers, suppose if you want to add any two numbers, so we can use operator blocks for that. See, I will show you. First block is for adding two numbers. Here I am using addition operator. I am dropping this for addition. I'm writing the numbers here to add, and see, it will show me the result. See, now this is for subtraction. I can put the numbers here to subtract and it will show me the result. See, now we have product of two numbers. That means it will multiply two numbers. You can give the value here. You can give the value which numbers you want to multiply. Just write here and it will show you the result. Same way we have division also. I can write the number and it will show me the result. So these are four mathematical arithmetical operators that we can use with the help of operator block. Now we have relational operators also. We can see their result. These operators are comparing two numbers. So these are relational operators, means we are asking if this number is greater or less. So it will show me the result that which number is greater. See, it will show me the result. Here I am checking the numbers. Signs are already there. So these are relational operators. They are comparing both the numbers. So these are relational operators. Here we have logical operators also, means and or not. It will show you the result in true or false, means if the condition is true, it will show you true. If the number is greater, suppose you are asking, and if your condition is true, it will show you the result in true. These are logical operators. See how I am comparing. See, just look at the screen so you will understand more. See, I am comparing this first using relational and then logical also. So it will tell me the result in true or false. So like this, in operators block, we can use arithmetical, relational and logical operators. See, it is showing me the result. This is logical. We can put the conditions and we can check. I am showing you how I am checking. See, it is showing me the result. This is operators block. Now you see, we have different kind of mathematical functions are also there. See, we have square root, we have cos theta, tan theta. So we can use them also. It gives, the result as the way we want. Even we have remainder option also. So it gives us remainder. We can check that. See, I can show you. Now I am writing these two numbers and it will show me the remainder. See, 1 is the remainder. Like this I can check. So this is the operator block, students, which helps me to do all arithmetical operations. So children, this was operator block. Now let's learn about control block. Control block help us to control the script and our sprite on the scratch screen. Children, whenever we start any program, in control block, first we have wait for 1 second. Whenever we start any program, we use click on green flag from the events block. Then we are giving move 50 steps. Suppose I have given, and now I'm giving, then wait for the time I have to specify. Then again I'm writing move 50 steps. Now this cat will move, see, and wait for 1 second. Now next we have repeat 10 times. When green flag clicked, this is the code I am preparing. When green flag clicked, go to X and Y, we are giving 0 value from the motion block. Then we are giving clear from the pen block, means we are clearing. Then we are putting its pen down. See, I am creating a code, so it will start drawing. Then I am giving repeat 360 from this block, control block, and then I am giving move 1 step from the motion block. Now see what will happen. It will repeat the steps I have told, and it will repeat it for 360 times. See, because pen is down, so it is drawing a line also that I told you in pen down, in pen block. See, so it is following my instructions 360 times, it has taken the steps. Now we have forever block. Children, forever means whatever instruction we give to sprite, it will be repeated forever. When green flag clicked, first I will select this forever, then I am giving forever block. Then I am giving instruction from the motion block to move 10 steps. And one more instruction I am adding, if on edge then bounce. That I have already explained you. If on edge then bounce. Now see, it will move 10 steps, and if on the edge, it bounce back. See, through this code, when I run this, see, it is moving and it is bouncing back whenever it is on the edge, and it is doing it forever. So if I want to stop it, I have to click on my stop button. See, now it is stopped. My code is stopped. Now next is if else. When we put a condition, so this sprite will follow my condition, and in this code, if the condition is true, sprite will follow that, and if the condition is not true, it will not follow that. Here I am using when green flag clicked. Now I will choose from the motion block move 10 steps. After that I will be using this code if else. Now pick less from operator. I am saying if x position is less than 100, from operators block I am giving this instruction. If the x position of my sprite is less than 100, then it has to move 10 steps. Now what will be the result? If now my condition is true, my sprite will move 10 steps, otherwise it will not move. See, this is the result of my code, and I am using forever. It means it will keep on checking this condition. This is the result of this code, if else. After that we have one more, that is if then else. In this, if the condition is true, it will run, otherwise it will run another condition. If condition will be performed by the sprite, otherwise else condition. See, I will show you the code. Like when green flag clicked, I am using less than operator from the operator block. I'm putting my X position of sprite less than 100 and I'm saying move 10 steps if the position of X is less than 100 and my X value is 0. And now I'm putting forever code. Now what will happen? Sprite will go and see, because if and else both is following, it has to follow both the condition, if also and else also. See, it will move 10 steps and forever. I will show you the result of my code. See, because forever I am using. It is moving 10 steps. Now I have to click on stop. Whenever I am using forever, I have to click on stop. Now next one is I have wait until. Whatever the instruction we write in this block, it will run until it is true. It will run my instructions until it is true. Wait until. Now I am preparing this code. When green flag clicked, now I am using wait until. Now from sensing blocks, I am using key space pressed, means whenever I press my space bar key, I can select any key, control key, alt key, any key can be selected by me here. So here I am selecting, see, number, any type of key. Now here I am selecting space bar key, means I am saying that until you have to do till the time I press my space bar key. So you can do like this, until wait. Sprite will wait until you press the spacebar key and it will move 10 steps. See, I will show you. Now what is going to happen when I will click on green flag? It will not move till the time I press spacebar key. See. Now I will press spacebar key. See. It is not moving with the help of green flag. It is moving with the help of space bar key. Now we have repeat until. It will repeat until the condition will be true. Means whatever I am telling to the sprite to do, it will repeat everything, the instructions that I am giving. Green flag, then repeat until, then I am giving move 10 steps or 1 step, whatever. And I am saying if on edge, bounce back, and till the time spacebar key I have to press. The code gets repeated until the time I press spacebar key. Means till the time I am holding my spacebar key, the code will be running. It is following my instructions. Once I leave the spacebar key, it will not follow my instructions. See, I am pressing spacebar key. See, because it is on the edge, so bounce back. I am pressing spacebar key. I am not clicking on green flag. See. Now, next I have stop all. We can check the condition is true, then run. Otherwise, will be stopped. What we have to do in this, set green flag. Then you have to make the values of, x and y. Suppose here I am giving that if x value is greater than 50, okay, I am using from operators block, like if x value is greater than 50, then say hello for 10 seconds. This is the code I am preparing. Then I am giving instruction to move 10 steps. Then I want to change the costume also, then again 10 steps. So what is my instruction? That if the x value is greater than 50, then it has to do all this. Otherwise it has to stop all the operations, all the code. It will not follow any code. See, understand this code? Now I will run this and I will show you its result. X, Y value always we have to set. Now see. Now see. See, it is following all my instructions. Moved also and said hello also. So this was my control block through which I can control my script as well as my sprite. I hope students you have understood this now. Let's start with sensing block. Sensing block means your sprite can sense also the color, the mouse pointer and all. In this, first we have touching mouse pointer. First we will select green flag from the control, then forever from the control, then I will select move 100 steps or 10 steps from the motion block. Then I am selecting this if touches mouse pointer from the sensing. Then I am giving stop all program from the control. Now see. See, as it will touch my mouse pointer, it will stop. See. Now we have touching color, children, in which when it touches the color, any color that I have given to it, so it will stop. I will show you. I will select one more sprite. I have selected this apple. Now it is here. Now I will select the color from here. Suppose I have given the color that if you touches this color is there, all options are there. So whenever this sprite will sense this color, this red color, so it will stop my code. It will stop my program till the time it will move. See. See, as it is touching the red color, it is stopping. Now next code I have is color touching color. Means the orange color of sprite when touches the red color of apple, then my code will be stop. See, I am setting this. See, the orange color will touch red and my code will be stop. Now next one is ask what is your name and wait. Children, in this we have to create variables. Variables are the places basically where we can store values. Like here I am creating a variable. I am writing in this, suppose my number 1 is hello. I have saved in number 1. So 1 will be my variable. So I will write the value of variable here and it will say whatever is written in my variable. Now next option I have is key space pressed. Children, in this I am using forever. Then if space pressed, sprite will hide. I am giving this instruction. Now next code is key space pressed. I am using forever here. What I am saying, if space is pressed, sprite I can hide from the screen, otherwise it will show my sprite. Now what will happen if I press spacebar key? It will hide my sprite, and if I leave spacebar key, it will show my sprite. See, I am pressing spacebar key. See, as I left, it is on the screen. See, I am clicking on mouse pointer. Here I have set mouse option here. It is hiding and it is showing. We have mouse X and mouse Y also. Through this we can set X and Y value of mouse pointer. We have loudness also here, through which we can show what is the loudness of ours, and we can set also that. It will show you the loudness. We have video motions also. It will tell us what is our video motion currently. If you want, you can turn on your video, like my camera is on, and the pic of my background or my at the back of me will appear here. I will show you. I am clicking on my video on, and at the background the picture will appear. See, this is my background picture and it is appearing here. If I turn off my video, then picture will be gone. See, I have turned off my video. Now next we have is timer option. It also helps us. It shows us that how much time we have passed when we have opened Scratch and for how much time we have worked on Scratch. That is timer option here. Another option we have reset timer. It helps us to reset the timer and then it will start from 0. Once we reset the timer, it will start from 0. So I hope students, now all these blocks are clear to you.